There's a moment when your heart pulls in one direction, while your responsibilities pull in another, and you just stand there, stuck in the middle, wanting something you can't choose, needing something you can't ignore, and suddenly it becomes its own silent war. A war no one sees, no one talks about, and yet it keeps replaying in your mind. You want freedom, joy, and rest. But at the same time, you want stability, to do the right thing, and to meet expectations. Every day becomes a quiet negotiation between desires and duties, between what you want to chase and what you must handle, between who you are and who you're supposed to be. Sometimes your heart whispers. Sometimes your responsibilities shout, and you can't decide which voice deserves your attention, because both feel important, real, and defining. That duality becomes exhausting, and you tell yourself you'll figure it out tomorrow, only for tomorrow to bring the same war, the same tension, the same pressure, and the same loop of choices you, Dan, want to make. You start questioning yourself, doubting your direction, wondering whether you're being selfish, responsible, or simply scared. You try convincing yourself you're fine, but deep down you feel the friction, the push and pull, the emotional tug of war, the invisible weight on your chest. It feels like walking with two shadows, one chasing your dreams and one holding your obligations, and both are attached to you. You want to break the rope, but you also want to hold everything together, because both sides matter, both shape your life, and both feel like they belong to you. So you carry them, even when it hurts, even when you're tired, even when no one understands, even when you don't understand yourself. You pretend everything is okay. You smile through the pressure. You keep moving through the conflict, and you show up even when you feel split in half, but inside, the battle continues. It becomes louder when you're alone, when the world gets quiet, when there's no distraction, when you finally hear your own thoughts. Your heart says one thing while your responsibilities say something else, and both sound right. That's the hardest part, when both choices feel valid, necessary, and convincing. You're not choosing between good and bad. You're choosing between two types of good, two types of meaning, two types of growth. That's why it hurts, why it feels heavy, why it drains you. You're not fighting laziness, you're fighting yourself, your values, your hopes, your fears, all at once, and all of them matter. So the war continues quietly, constantly, relentlessly, and you just try to survive inside it. You'll think about what you truly want, what you truly need, and what your future self will thank you for. But the answers aren't always clear. They come slowly, in pieces, in unexpected moments, sometimes while walking alone, sometimes in a deep sigh, sometimes in the middle of a long night. You realize you can't keep choosing extremes or sacrificing one part of yourself. You can't keep pretending you don't care about both sides, because you do. You care deeply enough to feel torn, enough to struggle, enough to question yourself. And that means you're human, alive, and growing, even if the process hurts. You start learning balance, not perfect balance, but your version of balance, the kind that makes sense only to you, that fits your pace, respects your limits, honors your needs, and still holds your responsibilities with grace. You learn to compromise with yourself, to negotiate gently, to know when to push and when to pause, when to say yes and when to step back, when to follow your heart and when to take care of your duties. The war doesn't disappear, but you stop losing to it. You stop letting it drain, confuse, or define you. Instead, you listen, observe, understand, adjust, take one step at a time, breathe through uncertainty, and trust your judgment and your pace. You trust that you'll figure it out. Maybe not all at once, but eventually, you start giving yourself permission to want things, to rest, to pursue joy, to carry responsibilities with grace, and to not have everything perfectly balanced. Because balance isn't static. It's movement, shifting, choosing again and again. And that's okay. You allow yourself to change, grow, Adjust the plan and be imperfect, because imperfection is human and humanity is messy, and growth is even messier, but always worth it. Slowly, you begin building a life that holds both sides, a life that honors your dreams and respects your responsibilities, a life with room for rest and room for effort, a life that keeps you grounded yet still inspired. And you realize you're not broken, you're evolving. You're learning yourself. You're trying to live with honesty. And honesty takes courage. Courage to face the war inside you. Courage to choose your own balance. Courage to keep moving even when you feel torn. Courage to live with both desire and duty. And courage to believe you can hold both without losing yourself.